Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. In the last episode we set up this really cool iridescent altar and I kind of forgot that you need outside spectral relays for crafting. So I off camera crafted everything for the seeds that I needed and I have the seeds set up, but I needed to put another star in this because if we look at, for example, the iridium seed, it doesn't matter. This also requires another star and we can get the iridium, we can get to the crystalline. We're gonna do that today. We're gonna need to make the elite crafting table, which shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna need this Signalum stuff, so we need to automate some like resin and stuff, which we can do super easily. So yeah, without further ado, let's go back to the base. I'm going to show you the seeds that I have and this little setup that I have here. I kind of was exporting, but I don't really need to, and I can show you just with a stack of platinum. But basically, I needed iridium. So you can crush platinum into pulverized platinum and then combine it to make platinum ore. And with an induction smelter and cinnabar, you can get a 100% chance of getting an iridium ingot. So I just did that for a little bit, and we have 124 iridium and 14 iridium blocks. And we can just turn the rest of this iridium into blocks if we wanted to. It really doesn't matter, but we're getting quite a bit of iridium, which is really cool. And we also have one iridium ore, which I'll just toss in here to process. And to get the cinnabar, we have this redstone system up here. We're exporting redstone, and I don't have the storage downgrade on here because this is taking in 3 stacks of redstone. And with just a stack, it wasn't keeping up with even with the conduit having a full set of speed upgrades. We just didn't keep up with the amount of redstone. But right now we're kind of backlogged by the speed of the pulverizer, so we wouldn't even need the combining factory. We would just need a regular combiner would be enough. But this is making a cinnabar, and the cinnabar is then going in here. It's being just imported into the system, so we can import the redstone back as well. So we have a bit of an excess of cinnabar now, and we can set this up in a permanent location, this entire thing, to make cinnabar. I don't really think we're going to need it for anything. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we need it for Signalum cell frames. So we'll just move this into a permanent location, probably over here by the thermal expansion stuff. So yeah, we have the iridium. We need for the tier 6 seeds, if we do tier 6 seed, we're going to need a block of nether stars for the nether star seed, which is no problem. The crystalline ingots needs the elite crafting. So it needs the elite crafting table. So for that, we need, if we just do a elite crafting table, let's put this on our side here, and let's do this, glass. We have the crafters, and that's pretty much it that we need. The Signalum cell frame. So we have just a little bit of this set up. We don't need the altar, nor do we need the fire charm. So the elite components, not a problem. We can just make a stack of this, because we have black iron for days, and we should have some luminescence. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. And actually, we're probably gonna need we're gonna need 2 of the elite crafting tables. So why don't we? And I'll do that off camera. I'll just set up all the recipes. If we search for crafting table, I'll set up the recipes that we need for making the basic one, the second tier one, and the third tier one. Well, this is in the advanced crafting, and this is in the basic crafting table. And I don't know if we can get like a crafting engine for these, but we don't really need to. I just need to set this up, which is the regular one, and then the components for this one, and we're gonna craft the rest of the things that I need. I don't think I really needed to make this many, but I made this many, and we have 16 advanced crafting table tiers 2. I just have all the recipes in here for the catalyst and the components, and for this one we're gonna need elite components. We're still gonna need 4 crafting tables for the last tier of the crafting table, which is gonna be this, which we need draconian crystals and stuff like that we don't have right now. So it's all good. I'm not gonna get distracted by that. So we're gonna need elite components, and 2 of these are gonna be for the 3rd tier, and then 4 for the next. I just needed to make 6 total actually, which is fine. So we just need 2 for these, and then we need elite components. So we need 1, 2, and then, yeah, we just need a total of 2 of the, actually no, 1 to place and 2 for the craft. So we need 3 of the, these tier 3 crafting tables. So we need 1, 2, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Is it just the elite component? Yeah. So 24 of these. And then mana dust, I have that. Component, let's grab those. How much Oz glass do I have? I have some. Actually, no, give it to me. Go here. I'm gonna have to look at the recipe for this again, but we have enough to make the first table at least. So that's 2. We need the crafter tier 3. Do you have anything in? No. So need another 2 of these. Okay, I thought I didn't have everything, which is weird. I should have. So Osglass glass, Flux Phytogrow, and then the hardened cell frame. So for those, we need this in the empowerer, and we need steel rods, steel casings, inward plates, and inward gears. We do have the steel rods. We don't have. We could just do this, or we could set up a metal press. I think setting up a metal press would be better because we're gonna need more of the cell frames in the future, and I don't really. It's not necessarily super wasting to just craft it one at a time with the crafting system, because it's like it's 1 steel plate, which is 1 steel, and then it's an iron, some treated wood, and some redstone. It's everything that we have automated anyway, but we could just put it in the metal press if we have them already downstairs, and we don't currently, I don't think, have them set up. So let's configure the metal presses right now. I want to get these all organized again. I'm gonna add in the connectors and stuff and see if I can get those working as I had before. I got the things automated. The rods are currently still making. I also automated the wire. We need copper and aluminum, and I don't think we need any other wire than this. The electrum is only used to make MV wire coils, which is insulated MV wire, and some stuff over here, which I think is fine. And if we need to automate any more wires, we have 2 more spots here for that. If we need more rods, we're gonna have to set up more metal presses, because these metal presses are weird with differentiating between different types of Tinker's plates, and it was making things weirdly, and I just split them up into 3 different metal presses because it wasn't detecting the ones properly. I think what it would need is on the sensor here, it would need to detect basically, oh, this is configured wrongly now. We need a sensor for, and I keep going to the workshop, which is very wonky. I need you, and you need to be here on a sensor to say this, and then extract that. Yeah, and we don't need an extract on this, or this, or that. Okay, so that should be fine still. But it made a few more iron plates because I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and it's not differentiating between the metadata. I think it just says, yeah, Tinker construct large plate. It's just going off of that. It's not going. It doesn't have this. Isn't Tinker's construct electrum large plate. So that's what's causing the issue with the XNet. So I had to split them up, which is fine. So we got that going for us. So we have the plates now. We can get to the to making the hardened cells. So the energy cell frame is a machine frame and compressed redstone. So I think we can automate this over here. We have still some space, and I'm also gonna automate the wires. I think they're called wires. No, reception coils. These guys from thermal, because we have the compressed redstone here, and we can just grab it out of the drawer through the red channel, and we can just put it into the corresponding slots into the machines that we need to make all of the wires. So those are gonna come up over here. So we need for these metallurgic infusers. So let's get infuser. If I have any, I do not. Infuser. I should probably have set up recipes to auto craft these, but it's fine. These only need the external heaters. Do I have a recipe for these? I do not. Okay, now that we have wires, kind of. I think I even have recipes for wires here. Wire. Maybe not. I might not have. I have the copper cables, yeah. So we just need a recipe for these, and a recipe for these, and then a recipe for the external heater. And we can just get a recipe for this, so why not? We're gonna need more of them anyway at some point. So let's just scroll down here to maybe here. We'll toss all of these in. Okay. Infuser, can I get 3 of you, please? We're missing 8 copper wire because it's currently processing the... Oh yeah, we have to connect this to the drawer network. So I think I can do that with a drawer controller here, or controller slave here. We're gonna need to move this controller a little bit because we need to put this guy here, and then we need to connect the connector here, move this controller over to here, and now it's gonna lose the sensor because we need to go from the drawer controller. So we're gonna need to create a sensor for items. And let me just fix this. Okay, I connected up to a drawer controller. It's fine now. So we can now request 3 Metallurgic infusers. Actually, I'm gonna need 4 of these at least for the moment. Now, can I get 3? Let's just get another 3, I guess. We're gonna need just 4 for what we're trying to do, but I think we can use some of the things like the machine frames and all that, and the cell frames as well. I go into the Metallurgic infusers as well. So let's grab some Celtic just so we can do this. All the framiness. Do we need facades on this side? I think we do. Let's get this off of our hotbar and grab some facades. So we cover up this side at least. Nice. And I'm gonna need some cable anchors to disconnect those sides, and we can automate these now. I have the machines on the outside and the drawers on the inside for these. So we're gonna put the infusers like so. And at least 4. I don't recall everything that we need for this. We can make, okay, that's for making the bronze. We need the coils, so that's 3. And then we need, oh, we're gonna need to make mana infused ingots, so that's another one. That's 4. And then the energy cell frame is 5. And that's pretty much it, I think. But we'll see. Let's get another infuser, and we're gonna automate that as well. Do we want an infusing factory for these? Probably. So let's get installers going. We have 2. Let's get another 3. Should be near instant. Let's get these in the factory form, and then I will just automate all of these. Alrighty, a lot of this mechanism stuff has been redone to my kind of newish system that I've been using here, because this was set up like way in the beginning of the pack, and I kind of turned things differently, I guess, for other machines. So I just decided to set it up basically the same way. And I also want to upgrade this to the next tier. So we're just gonna give you this. And apparently that removes the redstone capabilities, and I'm just gonna replace you because normally this requires a replace to connect back to all of the conduits, and auto sorting needs to be on, so that's gonna do its thing. I removed the obsidian thing that we had here, and I moved this over here because pulverized obsidian we get from the blaze spawner, or from the basalt's spawner, and over here we're triggering it on the basalt's rod. We can trigger it, since we lowered the pulverized obsidian, we can trigger it on this. And if we need to, we can put multiple of these. For example, if we're gonna ever need, we're gonna need, I think, the petroleum dust. So we can trigger on the basalt's rods as well to trigger the spawner, just on a different wireless receiver on the same channel, which is also possible. So I have all of the compressed stuff and this as well. Now that I think about it, I might have switched these two because of neatness, but that's okay. Over here on the other side, I'm going to show you this in a moment, is where I moved the other stuff. We have the basic control circuits, enriched alloy, reinforced alloy, and atomic alloy. So that is all good. And over here, we have the transmission coil, reception coil, and conductance coil, and also energy cell frames. And these are expensive AF because this requires all of these, which we have also automated. And I just took out a case, and now I won't be able to put it back unless I put it back into here. But I have this guy, the Thermionic fabricator. You're missing glass. Oh, we need an export on you for glass. Glass. We can get that done. So we'll put you here. I had this before with the other ones. We can just do that, and you should be able to get glass. I don't know if this guy is redstone controllable, but we can control the conduit with redstone as well. You know, we can do that. Yeah. How many channels do we have here already? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Smart cable. Put you here. And we can put in a level emitter just here. And we're going to say, because I'm currently controlling it on the drawer. And we're going to take a machine frame. And we're going to say this 128. Emit when levels are below limit. And we're going to say over here, extract active with signal. We don't need an extract here. We just need a conduit for redstone. And we're going to do that and that. And that should trigger the conduit over there when we're underneath the 128. And I can remove these now, and we won't extract more of the machine frames out of here. And the way I did this, we have 4 extracts over here. And as you can see, we're running out of something for, what are you? Machine case? Let's see. Case. What are we out of? Absolutely nothing. We can craft machine cases. Why are you not? Use stocked items, craft items, of course, using round robin mode. I mean, it should be exporting. It might be that I have the acceleration cards and that's causing it an issue or something. But we should be exporting those. Because that's the iron casing, the machine frame, and the cases. So, oh yeah, it's going. It's just slow, I guess. But it is going. If I give you acceleration cards back, will you be a bit faster now? Because the heavy engineering blocks are very, very fast. But it should work. And in the back over here, I have the Enora crystals and the device frames on just a stack drawer as well. And that's just being exported into there via conduits. And we have a limited item filter for 8 of each. So we don't export too many into the Thermionic fabricator and don't overflow it and all that. And I think next we're going to go automate the atomic reconstructor because it's been a long time coming for us to do that. And we can now actually move the drawers for this guy into this slot, for example, because I moved the phytogenic insulators that I had here with the wood. So we can just take those and move them into its corresponding spots. And this is currently still processing, like, oh, it's almost done. The ultimate control circuits. So control circuits, I have apparently 336. I apparently requested a lot, but it is still processing. So I'm going to move the drawers into this spot, and we can also put possibly the atomic reconstructor somewhere in here and automate that. So I have all of these automated. So I have automatic precision droppers up on top here that are dropping on deactivation on top of these pressure plates, which are automatically triggering the atomic reconstructors. And then in the back here, I have exporters, which I can't really configure. I would love to like keep only, oh, hold on. I'm close to the thing and it's giving me items. So I would love to configure these precision droppers to only keep like a stack or maybe like 10 or something of coal inside, but that would require quite a bit more work. I would need item conduits and exporting into regular chests. So I'll just take on having a bunch more because it's going to fill this entire thing with a with coal before this gets full of 1,000 things that I have configured in the back. And eventually we should just fill up on all of these to 1,000. That's kind of what I have it set to. And I have power here with an advanced power cell. And then over here I have a ranged collector, which is collecting on whitelist all of the things that we need. and then that's just being exported and put into the drawer controller. And I have 2 trims on the side, so the drawer controller can see both of these drawers, and that is pretty much it. Also for the Empower, apparently one power cell wasn't providing enough power for all of these, so I added just the power cell on the back of all of these. And in the future, we can add a flux point either behind each one of these or hide it under the floor. We might actually eventually just move all of these once we get to, I mean, the creative mill. Is that like a super difficult recipe? It is. It's a benetitite and anglesite, so it's all of the tech and all of the magic, because this is like the magic ultimate thing, and this is the tech ultimate thing. So that is, yeah, quite a bit away. But if we would get to those, or maybe we just get more dragon egg mills, and then it removes the purpose of having us or having these mills. But I kind of set them up just because I got them from the loot chests. So yeah, this is all set up, and yeah, let me see what I can do next. So the next thing we need from the Empower is the cell frame. So cell frame, we need this guy. It could be done in combination crafting, but for that we need a crafting core, which is osmiridium, crystalline components. And crystalline components require elite crafting, so we're not gonna do that. And we're just gonna do empowering, and fusion crafting is gonna come later, and we can just automate that way, or just leave it on the Empower. But we need a processing pattern for this. So all of these are going to give us one hardened cell frame, and we can go over here and find our crate for this. So this is going to make us the hardened cell frame, and I believe we should be able to request one of these and then go downstairs in the back here. We should have the items right in here, so I'll grab all of those. And one thing that I saw, I think in Dyer's video, is he just blacklists all of the like middle items on the filters here on the side. But since I have the filters already set for different things, I'll just filter all the 4 things that we need. But you could just blacklist the item that goes into the middle, and then that is all fine. So we got the plate, and over here we're gonna not disconnect the conduit. We're gonna add the Invar gear. And the steel casing is on the side, and the cell frame goes in the middle. So we're going to do the steel casing right here. And then the cell frame goes into the middle. Okay, and we can go over here in the back and toss all of those in here. And that should start crafting. How much power do you need? We can see here 10 million. Okay, that's fine. We have plenty stored over here. So it's just outputting 80,000, which is fine. Okay, so then from that, we need to get to this. So we need fluxed electrum and flux crystals. So it's a whole nother thing. Okay. I wonder if we can, I mean, what I would love to is just automate everything like I've been doing. So we have the gears, we have the electrum large plates, we kind of have the hardened cell frames now. We need the fluxed electrum plates. So for fluxed electrum, we need an induction smelter or a fluid infuser with electrum and destabilized redstone. We have the stabilized redstone here. We don't have Signalum seeds, so that won't work. Wasn't I doing fluid infusers somewhere? At least, if I recall correctly. I thought I was. Oh yeah, I think here. No. Yes. Fluid infuser. Aha, we're gonna put it here, I think. That should be fine. So we're gonna say a fluid infuser is gonna take the stabilized redstone and put it with electrum and make us the thing. Do I have this on a storage bus? I do not. I can do that. Hold on. Fluid bus. Actually, I don't have a crafting recipe. Bus. We need a fluid interface. I think I have this on the AutoCraft fluid interface. I should just add the storage bus to the thing, but it's fine. We're just gonna take that. Let's go in the back here and see if I can reach it with my conduit. or with my Yetto wrench. Oh yeah, that's a facade. Let's do this. Remove the facade visibility, and let's remove that and remove that. And we're gonna put a fluid storage bus right here. I'm gonna say priority 10. Go back to pick up my facades. And that should be fine. And we can probably just export it into here. So let me set this up. And that's fluxed electrum automated. We have a level emitter on 1000 fluxed electrum. We're exporting the fluid out of the top, and we're just producing this with electrum. It's basically all of the same dealio over and over again, so it's all good. Okay, so then we needed so energy cell, actually cell frame. We needed fluxed electrum plates, so I can automate those with the compactor, I believe. So if we grab some fluxed electrum over here, I'll actually grab 2 ingots, and we don't alt tab, go down here. Where are my compactors with the plates? Here you are. Okay, we're gonna use just a new one. So we're gonna put you here. We're gonna put a quantify key and check for storage upgrades. Don't know if I put a storage upgrade in all of these, so we'll see. Oh yeah, I put uranium plates in the other one. It doesn't matter. So that was here. So we're gonna put fluxed electrum like so. I have the good old storage upgrade on, and we're gonna do that. So that should start exporting fluxed electrum. We're gonna give you some speed upgrades. And here we're gonna say extract fluxed electrum on the white one sensor for that many plates. That should be, we might have to turn on processing. Yes. There we go. So that should start making us fluxed electrum plates. Yep. I'm just gonna unlock and lock this so we see the plates. And that's pretty cool. I think this is gonna stop on the oh yeah, we need to enable processing on the power as well. So power, enable processing. There we go. Okay. So this is gonna be backlogged over time because of the slowness of the fluid infuser, which I could increase the speed of with speed upgrades and energy upgrades, but we don't need to. It's gonna backlog this eventually, so it should be fine. Okay. So the plates are done. So that is good. We need the flux crystals. So that's a fluid transposer with diamonds and redstone. Do we want to set this up? I mean, this is a really easy spot to do it. So I'll just grab a fluid transposer. I think I made one today. So reinforce kit and augments. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here. Give you the kit, the augments. We're gonna say a level emitter here. We're gonna put an export bus over here. We're gonna put a storage bus over here. And possibly if we can remove that one, wonderful. Then we're gonna grab some diamonds, or a diamond for that matter. And then 2 regular drawers. I don't think, is there flux crystal blocks? There is. Okay, so a compacting drawer it is. Okay. I'm gonna put you on priority 10. Just gonna lock you, quantify, and then I need a regular drawer. And I perfectly misplace it. Give you that. Diamond, speed upgrade, key. Okay, and I believe this guy can auto input, so we're just gonna do this, auto input, auto output, and we need a fluid export bus to go over here. We're gonna put an input on the top, and we're gonna give you this and speed upgrades. And then we need to do this, turn you on redstone high. How many do we want? 128, I think will be plenty. Oh, this is going emit when levels are below limit. Okay. I think we're out of redstone. Yeah. This is slow and steady getting this to work. Okay. 128 is plenty. Nice. So that's done. So that is, if we get a pattern for this, we need to put this in crafting mode. We're going to put you right next to here. So if we search cell, we should be able to craft one of these. Nice. Okay. So do we need the Signalum one as well? I think we do. Yeah. Okay, so the Signalum one is rosin. Signalum plates we have. Cinnabar we're going to set in a permanent spot. Rich slag we have, so we just need to do rosin. So let me set this up with the whole fractionating cell and stuff, and we'll be back. I have the rosin now automated. I checked which wood types it's most beneficial to use for sawmills, and if we look at, we can just look at recipes here, and the resin funnel. I already have the augment, and it's like I didn't really think I needed an augment, but we need a resin funnel, and each one of these makes 10 millibuckets or 5. And when you look at spruce, where is spruce? Spruce. It makes 20. This makes mineral resin, which is fine. We could use also pine, but spruce was easiest to get, and all of them are lower than 20 basically. So we're just using spruce. I added a thingy in the phytogenic insulator room. It's basically the same thing as I have for other wood types. It is right up here. We have spruce, so we have 4 wood types, which is lovely. We could add 4 more wood types if we so desire. For some reason, we could add probably, you know what, we can add mineral, because we're probably going to need integrated dynamics at some point. So do you only make, you're not configured at all in the back, but what we'll do is I'll just grab a drawer right here, because we are able to do this. I'm going to put this in my offhand, and we can insta-lock it, and I'll just quantify it for the moment. And I'm going to toss in the saplings and the wood, and we're going to automate this in a moment, I'll do it off camera. It's pretty much simple. I just need to configure the conduits in the back. But we have the rosin. Basically, you take the spruce wood through the sawmill, you get resin, and then the resin goes into just a fluid storage tank, and I have this set on a level emitter because this guy keeps producing spruce wood even though the resin gets full. It doesn't stop. And then we take the resin into the fractionating still, which is also on a level emitter for 128 of rosin, which if I take it out, it's going to turn on and start producing. And also it should still be full of, I don't know if it exports or not, or do I have this? I have this set on extract, and this is on insert, and the fluid is on extract. Yeah, so that I think should be fine. If as soon as this drops down, it should fill up again, right? No? Why is no fill up? Oh, because no, this is set on red. Extract. It's insert green. I don't know why this is not extracting the resin or the rosin. It shouldn't be, or the resin is. Do I have, oh. Haha, this needs to be a thing. Needs to be in and out. And this is gonna keep producing until, yeah, that's fine. It just needs to be the back on in and out. It's what I had to do. But basically, in the back here, we just trash the spruce wood. I have a filter, or I don't even have a filter. I just have the back is this output, and I have an item conduit, and it's just extracting the spruce wood. Then over here, I have the extract going into here for the resin, because this can't auto input for some reason. And then an extract on red with a filter, because even if I have it on red, it's going to export the resin as well, even though it's on the blue channel. At least it did before. I don't know if it still does it, but it's fine. I did do a little bit of changes on where the machines are. As you can see, we don't have the cells here, and I still don't know why this doesn't export. Like, it's set on the bottom. The auto input should be fine. If I have it enabled or not. Mode fill, mode empty, that doesn't matter. Like, it's redstone on high, and I don't know if, because it's redstone on, even if I do ignored redstone, it's not gonna export. which is really weird because it has everything. If I do cell frame, like, I can craft it. I have everything available. I don't know why it doesn't craft, but when I do craft it, it exports, which is really weird. But I think we're only gonna need these cell frames for like dimension editors, limit workbench, dimension describers. This is also a super complicated recipe as well, but these ones are for machine structures from Volp's library or the mob duplicator, which I think, oh yeah, you could also make the resonant cell frame. Oh, you have to make the resonant cell frame like this, and then you have to take this and put it in here. Okay, that's a bit more complicated than that, but we basically need it for this recipe and for Solar Array Controller Tier 5 and the Ultimate Crafting Table. So not that many really uses. We needed to make the Draconic Helmet. Oh, we're gonna need like 4 or 5 for all of these. Fusion Crafting. And then we're gonna need a bunch in here to make the Creative Power Cells. So at the time, I can just request however many I need, but over here I set up back this because it required 3 and we can have it in the compacting drawer. I don't know if Flux crystal blocks have a use. They don't really have a use, but we have it. It doesn't really matter. And then over here I have the induction smelter with these cells, so I'll just request the cells as I need them. But I did make a change here, and I have a hardened cell frame in a drawer here. And in the back here, I set up a little system where we export steel casings, invar gears, invar plates, and steel rods, and also energy cell frames. And then we have a level emitter saying 16 hardened cell frames, and we extract here active with signal, and I have a filter for just one of the items. So that gets extracted and then put into the Empowerer, and then it's going to make 16 hardened cell frames. So that is going to be really cool. And the machine casings were why the thing wasn't exporting. If you recall correctly, this machine case wasn't exporting. I didn't have reinforced stone automated. So now we do reinforced stone. We can now craft if we want 100. We have everything. We need clay. We need to... I have the recipe for clay, the clay blocks, the grout, which we need to craft if we want to do this, but it can make 100, which is really lovely. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for today. We did quite a bit. We have all the cell frames automated, even though it doesn't want to export where it should, but that's all right. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Also, consider subscribing to see new videos. Support me on Patreon if you want, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.